Disclaimer, this is the first installment of a maybe stupid series, so you might want to turn back now. Hey everyone, it's me, and welcome to the first installment of this series, all about. My cousin might come in later videos in the series, but in this one, it's just me. So, today I'm going to be talking about lightsabers, and everything about them. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so, lightsabers. How do they make them? Well, inside a lightsaber, there are these power cells, which emit high energy, which when it's activated, shoots the beam out, and you can adjust it in the hilt and on the hilt, in and on the hilt, which makes the beam shorter or longer, depending on which way you make it. That's what the little knob is for on Luke's original lightsaber and on, I think, all of them. And I think, so the power cells are kept in a force containment field to keep the power cells from moving or shooting the beam somewhere else and or exploding in their hands. But also lets the beam maintain its shape. Cool, huh? Cool, huh? No? Okay. I find it cool, because I'm a nerd. Well, the main thing is the main source of power is the kyber crystal, which is a crystal that makes plasma. Plasma is, well, if you watch game or film theory, then you already know what it is. But for all of you who don't, for all the people that don't, you really should do that because, like, he's awesome. I'll leave a link in the description and maybe in the card. But pretty much, for everyone that doesn't watch him, when you heat a solid up enough, it becomes a liquid. If you heat a liquid up enough, it turns into a gas. Well, if you manage to capture the gas and heat the gas up enough, it turns into plasma, which is very hot, like very, very hot, like can melt through metal easily. Hot. Okay. Something that's cool. Something that's cool is that the kyber crystal. Remember, that's the thing that makes plasma. Chooses the wielder. It's kind of like Harry Potter. I haven't seen the movies or read the books, and I don't really want to. But what I do know is that the wand chooses the wielder or wizard or whatever. That's actually why the Sith have red lightsabers, because none of the kyber crystals choose them. They have to use the force to crack the crystal, which literally makes it bleed, giving it that red look. Pretty much, if you get a blue crystal, that means that you fight and you're a guardian, and you use the force in a more physical way, like pushing your opponents back or flinging them against the wall. Green meant you were more of a Jedi counselor, someone who meditates and thinks about the mysteries of the Force more. Yellow means that you're a Jedi sentinel. You meditate on the Force, and you fight a good bit, so you're a mix. Then there's purple. That meant that you're the highest kind of Jedi, like super high. Samuel Jackson. Then there's the dark saber. We don't really know anything about that. All we do know is that it's black, not light, and it comes to a point, unlike the others, which are just dull. But then Disney had to buy Lucasfilms, and now they mean nothing. And they are just used by only one kind of Jedi. Man, Disney, you suck at making Star Wars movies. I like you anyway, but, I mean, you still suck at making Star Wars movies. We all know that a lightsaber can cut through anything, right? Right? No? You're right. Well, lightsabers can cut through a lot. It can't cut through everything. There's a few metals and animals it can't cut. There's a few things it can't cut through. But some of them are animals, and some of them aren't canon. And some of them break over time. So for simplicity, I'm just going to count those. I'm not going to count those. So the main material that lightsabers can't break through is frick. Frick is a metal that is nearly indestructible. It was mined on Gormas, I don't know, in the Perkle sector. Something that was really cool is that Darth Sidious's lightsaber during his apprenticeship under Darth Plagueis. His multiple lightsabers under Darth Sidious's apprenticeship were made of frick. So the hilt was made of frick. It was also in non-canon used to construct extremely light and durable battle armor. So it's very light. Cool, huh? It's pretty cool, I guess. Well, what about the blade? The blade is a plasma beam that can be controlled how far it goes out and is powered by a kyber crystal. Something that is cool about the blade of a lightsaber is that it can be bent and broken. Palpatine did this in the Book of Revenge of the Sith to Mace Windu. I think it was Mace Windu. Here's the quote. His lightsaber bent so close to his face that he began to choke on his own ozone. That was a weird voice, but whatever. Well, how can that be possible if it's made of plasma? Well, the blade is kept in a force field sort of thing. Well, plasma means moldable substance, according to Wikipedia. And it's also enlightening, so it's not solid. Because you melt a solid, then you melt a liquid, then you melt a gas. Sorry, we got kind of off track. Where were we? Oh yeah, you can bend lightsabers. So yeah, if you bend the force field, you can bend the plasma back and break the force. And if you break the force field, the atoms scatter and kills everyone near it, melting them by. But the thing is that it only broke when the lightsabers were still in their infancy and weren't made of plasma. So yeah, by now you're probably thinking we're done, or you just looked to see how much time is left and you wish we were almost done. But here's the history of the lightsaber. It's pretty cool, I think. According to legend, which is pretty much the stuff that was canon, and Disney had to buy Star Wars. So whatever. It was originally called the Force Saber. The Force Saber was a Rakatan invention in which powerful dark side energy was channeled. Lightsabers Um, you so Sith would channel dark energy through laboratory-grown crystals in glowing energy blades, which evolved into lightsabers. The first lightsaber came into being when a precursor Jedi Order, that's something I'll get into in a later episode of this series, combined advanced off-world technology with a forging routine, learning how to freeze a laser beam. And that's how you could break it. If you broke the ice, it wouldn't scatter, it would just break because it's frozen. But the earliest known functional lightsaber was the first blade built on Tython, prior to the Force Wars, by an unknown Jedi Master, known only as the weapon. The Jedi Master, not Jedi, J-E''DAII, Master, known only as the Weapon Master. With the formation of the Jedi Order after the Force Wars, ceremonial weapons were an integral part of their order. For millennia afterwards, the Jedi continued to use bladed weapons like swords, as lightsabers had not been refined for regular use by the time of Duangwin Contention around 15,500 BBY, before the Battle of Yavin. Whatever that is. If you know, please tell me in the comments, because I love learning about Star Wars and nerdy stuff like that. Jedi, the normal Jedi, studies and researches with frozen blaster technology yielded success. They developed a method generating a focused beam of energy that arced. Alright, I can't read for some reason. In a circumferential path. So it went in a circle. It would go up and then it would fall back down, back to its source, creating a controlled energy circuit and leading to the first portable high energy blades. However, these apparently I have ASMR. That's not ASMR. These lightsabers were highly unstable and efficiently guzzled energy from the belt-mounted power supply. So back then, they would have like a power source, like a battery, with a cable that would go up to the lightsaber, so it was like an extension cord. So they couldn't extend it too far, otherwise it would just stop at the cable's length. How was I? They could only be used for a brief duration before overheating and exploding. As a consequence of these flaws, the first lightsabers were a little more than ceremonial objects, seldom worn, and much less utilized. Again, Disney bought them and ruined that. Thanks to Disney. Thanks a lot, Disney, for that. Now the origins of the lightsaber are unknown. I think I'm done. Sorry. I don't like Disney is not good at making Star Wars films. They're good at making, Marvel. I love their Marvel films, but I just don't like their Star Wars films. They're not as good. They can make them better because they have a ton of money. So, I mean, but no, they're not good. Sorry. What were we talking about? Well, I'm talking and you're listening. Lightsabers. Oh, yeah. So the origins of the lightsabers are unknown, but I think that that's right. It's much better, but I think that the whole, like, frozen blaster beam and whatnot is cooler. I mean, it's much better than nothing. I mean, I love a good theory. Like, this channel is going to be a theory channel, but now it's more just like me and my cousin talking about Star Wars and whatever we kind of feel like. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you didn't, please subscribe and like if you watched to this point. And if you watch to the end, there's something that I like. You might just say it's cheesy, but I like it. So, Oh, and good.